have Rolls Royces, mansions all around the world if she don't have nothing.
Tax questions, he replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
That guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing legend known for flaunting his fortune and building his money persona, is now confronting serious financial scrutiny after reports confirm that the Internal Revenue Service has opened an extensive investigation into his monetary affairs, thoroughly examining his income history, previously submitted tax filings, and assets valued in the millions. A sudden federal move that has reportedly unsettled those closest to him, with sources indicating that the retired champion is experiencing growing pressure as authorities continue reviewing the complete scope of his financial records and transactions.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
For someone who regularly posted photos of massive cash stacks online and publicly declared that he had reached billionaire status, this recent development may represent a significant shift in the story surrounding one of boxing's most outspoken and widely discussed personalities.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th of this year. Meanwhile, on Facebook he shared, "Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear." He added, "Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. He continued, "Bottom line, everybody just wants to be a part of the Money May show, including the IRS. The good news for Mayweather, whether he has tax troubles or not, he'll have a hefty payday on August 26th when he takes on Conor McGregor.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has experienced a long and complicated history with the Internal Revenue Service. In 2017, he attracted major attention when he requested additional time to settle his 2015 tax bill, asking to postpone payment until after his bout with Conor McGregor, stating that he lacked sufficient liquid funds at that moment despite reports showing he had generated hundreds of millions in earnings. At the time, many observers viewed the request as a calculated financial decision, yet individuals familiar with the situation now suggest it may have signaled deeper monetary difficulties that were not apparent to the public.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather and McGregor, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring.
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
Although he has consistently projected an image of extraordinary riches, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has remained involved in repeated tax disputes with the Internal Revenue Service, including a lien asserting that he owed $22.2 million. In the same year, he was said to have collected roughly $200 million from his bout with Manny Pacquiao, while separate documentation reflected an outstanding $7.2 million tied to 2010. And Mayweather has repeatedly maintained that he submitted $26 million in taxes for 2015, strongly rejecting claims of wrongdoing and insisting that allegations of financial misconduct lack factual basis.
Well, listen,
I am.
he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like.
That's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was. $100 pay-per-view.
According to public documentation, Floyd Mayweather Jr. carried outstanding federal tax liens from earlier years, including an unpaid $7.2 million dating back to 2010. And in paperwork submitted to the U.S. tax court, he stated that although his overall net worth was considerable, much of it was tied up in holdings that were not easily turned into immediate cash, limiting his capacity to settle the balance right away, which prompted him to seek a postponement of the payment until after his 2017 matchup with Conor McGregor, anticipating that the revenue from that event would be sufficient to resolve the remaining debt.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced monetary disputes that extend beyond tax matters, suggesting a broader history of legal challenges and controversial business arrangements, including a 2015 court case accusing him of not completing the remaining payments on a $3 million diamond necklace, alleging that after making an initial $1 million down payment and 6 subsequent installments, he stopped transferring funds, leaving an alleged unpaid balance of $1.4 million. And despite generating enormous earnings throughout his career, he has also encountered claims that he accepted payment for appearances, merchandise, and exclusive engagements that were allegedly never delivered, with supporters reportedly purchasing meet and greet access, scheduled appearances, and premium packages, but asserting they did not receive what had been promised, while a widely shared investigation on TikTok further questioned the authenticity of his public image, contending that much of his brand relied more heavily on promotion and perception than on consistent fulfillment.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess
about
what?
to drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
There's more
we're not
scamming to be
yet,
done.
and it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking did.
Money May, you on the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
In 2024, accounts surfaced alleging that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was detained in Dubai over unsettled financial obligations, with reports claiming he remained there until the outstanding sums were resolved. And these developments, alongside his heavily publicized lavish way of living, have intensified doubts surrounding both his financial condition and his public reputation, as despite the vast income he has generated, the way he oversees his finances is facing growing examination, prompting broader concerns about whether his wealth can be maintained over time.
Turns out that the rumors were true and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Reinforcing those accounts, boxing representative Rick Glazer stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was detained under the laws of the United Arab Emirates over significant debts said to be unrelated to his professional fights, stressing that authorities in the UAE apply strict standards when it comes to financial liabilities and warning that failing to satisfy such commitments can carry serious legal repercussions.
Customs, and I'm giving you my very good Mr. Ahmed bin Dilan. Please say hi to you and most welcome in Dubai. And if there is anything in Dubai, please, we are happy to say.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. often links personal success directly to money, regularly displaying his riches, high-end vehicles, and other status symbols across social media as proof of achievement. However, critics such as Shannon Sharp have expressed reservations, suggesting that these lavish exhibitions could reflect poor financial discipline and an emphasis on appearance rather than lasting security, implying a pattern of seeking external validation instead of focusing on long-term wealth preservation.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had girl collection Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long sparked strong opinions within the sporting community, celebrated for maintaining an undefeated record yet frequently scrutinized for his ostentatious persona and relentless focus on earning money, openly stating that financial rewards outweigh safeguarding his boxing legacy, prioritizing income above all else, and when paired with his lavish lifestyle and continual public exhibitions of wealth. This approach has drawn criticism from observers who see it as emblematic of materialism and self-importance.
Floyd Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank, I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust, money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that, I'm gonna do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you ain't no Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter, but people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's why to be great is rare. Most people try to find that shortcut, and they only saw Floyd's shortcut. They never saw a scenic route.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has consistently emphasized that achieving financial success is a core priority in his life, expressing a desire for his children to emulate his path and engage in the same types of ventures he pursues, aiming to build wealth that can endure for future generations. Yet this outlook has drawn criticism from analysts who argue that he places financial gain above personal principles or ethical considerations.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
This emphasis on wealth has shaped how emerging athletes view success, with Stephen A. Smith observing that many rising fighters no longer idolize Floyd Mayweather Jr. for his technical skill, footwork, or tactical mastery in the ring, but are instead drawn to his financial achievements, suggesting that this focus on money risks eclipsing the sport itself by valuing earnings over ability, and could ultimately diminish the boxing legacy that Mayweather built.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a two-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to. What they're paying attention to instead is the $1 billion plus Mayweather has earned in his career. How box office he made himself. How he's been his own boss, answerable to no commissioner, no owner, no GMs, and barely even the fans for the last decade in achieving unprecedented wealth, fame, and control of his own name, his own brand. And how despite strenuous efforts by so many to bring him down, they simply weren't able to do it. You want to see an athlete drool? The idolized displaying deference and respect? Why?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has gained fame for his lavish displays of wealth, owning items like luxury cars and private jets. Yet one of his most remarkable possessions is an $18 million timepiece created by Jacob & Company, which features 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds set in 18-karat white gold. And beyond this, he curates a watch collection valued at roughly $100 million, including standout pieces such as a $400,000 Rolex Daytona Eye of the Tiger chronograph.
How much is it? $1.8 million. $1.8 million watch. $1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ. That's how we doing. 1 point. That is sick, dude.
But you're gonna show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
One of one.
Money team. Can we see it on him? Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
It's a one of one. I love that.
Despite amassing enormous income, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced multiple allegations of failing to pay fellow fighters, including a notable claim from 50 Cent, who stated that Mayweather owed him $2 million. According to 50 Cent, while Mayweather was incarcerated, he asked him to manage a promotional project, and although 50 Cent reportedly invested his own funds into the endeavor, he later claimed that after Mayweather's release, the boxer acted as if he had no knowledge of the agreement or the financial contributions involved.
We brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you'd already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he tell me to do that.
As attention on his financial affairs intensifies, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s extravagant displays are increasingly being examined with skepticism, with assets that previously symbolized achievement now prompting questions about his money management and whether maintaining such lavish spending is feasible over the long term.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. There's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather and McGregor, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
it's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
What's your take on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent financial developments? Do you think his flashy, high-spending lifestyle is starting to catch up with him? Or does he still have complete control over his wealth? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know.